began her career in 1982 in the District Attorney's Office after graduating from Baylor Law School. She was elected to her first position as judge in the 203rd District Court in 1994, where she served until she was appointed by Rick Perry to her current position. And with that, I'll introduce Lana.
Thank you, and good evening. I'm Lana Myers, and been a member of this club since I moved here in December of '95. I think probably I joined in January of '96. I've been an officer in this club at various times, and my husband, David Myers, and I live in Coppell in the fairways of River Chase, off River Chase Drive. I just can't thank you all enough for the help that you've given the candidates. It's hard to run for office, and I think I've been running for a year and a half or longer because I was actually running for re-election to my old bench, criminal district court bench in Dallas County. I was the last Republican left, Republican judge left at the criminal courthouse in Dallas County, and I was asked to switch parties, and I said no, that is not who I am. I am Republican, and I'm conservative, and I'm going to stick with my beliefs and with the party that brought me here. And so I stayed the course, and in December of 2009, Governor Perry appointed me as a justice on the 5th District Court of Appeals, where I currently sit as a justice. I want to talk with you a little bit about the 5th District Court of Appeals, the area that we cover, and some things that I think are important for you to know concerning your justices on an appellate court. The 5th District Court of Appeals is an intermediate state appellate court, and where we fit in the court structure is right underneath you've got the Texas Supreme Court and the Texas Court of Criminal Appeals at the very top, and then we are right below them. We're a state intermediate court. We are the 5th District Court of Appeals, one of 14 intermediate state appellate courts in the state of Texas. And below us are your district courts, but in Dallas County you have civil district courts. You heard Matt Rinaldi say that he is running for judge of the 191st Civil District Court. Mike Lee is running for the 116th Civil District Court in Dallas County. And you also have criminal district courts. I believe there are, do you know, Matt, how many civil district courts there are? There are 13 civil district courts in Dallas County, and there are 17 criminal district courts in Dallas County. And below that are your county courts at law, your probate court in Dallas County, your county criminal courts are below your district courts, and then below that are your municipal courts, over which Justice, you are a justice, Justice Whitney, Judge Whitney presides, and then your JP courts, along with are on the same level as your municipal courts. And we are, on the 5th District Court of Appeals, the busiest, the largest, the most productive intermediate state appellate court in the whole state of Texas. And we have a Chief Justice and 12 Associate Justices. And no other state intermediate court in the whole state of Texas has that many justices. The next would be the 14th court in Court of Appeals in Houston has 9. So we have more justices than any other court. It's because we have more work than any other court, in any other state intermediate appellate court in Texas. And we actually have disposed of more cases than any other state appellate court. Our figures show in as of August 31, 2010. We just talk about a little bit about what area our court covers. We cover 6 counties. We hear appeals and original proceedings from the 6-county area, which includes Dallas, Cullen, Rockwall, Hunt, Grayson, and Coppell counties. So a very large area. I know because I've put how many miles on the car since I've been running in this 6-county area. And so when a case is appealed from the trial court, and that we hear appeals from both the county and the district courts in this 6-county area, then it comes to our court, the 5th District Court of Appeals. And so what's different about an appellate court versus, say, trial court, the type of court that Matt Rinaldi is running for, or the court that I presided over for almost 15 years, the criminal district court? In the trial court, the district and county courts, they hear evidence. They actually have witnesses who come before the judge or a jury trial. And so evidence is presented to a jury trial to the jury. If it's a bench trial, to the judge. And so in those cases, when evidence is presented to the jury decides based upon the law and the evidence, the law that's provided to the jury by the judge who's presiding over the trial. And if a jury is waived, then the judge decides it based upon the law and the evidence. And so when a party loses at the trial court level, then that party can appeal to our court, the 5th District Court of Appeals. And so briefs are filed, and we have some pro se litigants. They even file briefs, and I've actually been impressed by some of those that have been filed by pro se appellants. And so when the briefs are filed, they are distributed to, we sit in 3 judge panels. And so there will be, I'm sitting on a panel right now with Justice Mosley, Jim Mosley, who lives here in Coppell, and Justice Joe Morris. So we sit in 3 judge panels, and those briefs then are distributed to those judges who will be hearing those cases on that particular docket. We sit on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, hear oral arguments on those days. We have an A, a B, and a C, and a D panel. A and B sits on Tuesday, morning and afternoon, and C and D sits on Wednesday, morning and afternoon. I'm currently sitting on the C panel, and so we actually start at 9 o'clock hearing oral arguments and go until noon, or whenever we get finished. And then after we have reviewed and read all of the briefs that were submitted by the appellant, the appellee, and are prepared before we go into oral arguments. We know what the issues are based on what they have presented in their briefs. We know what the facts are based on what they have presented in their briefs. And some briefing is better than others. When the briefing is not good, then we probably don't have all the information that we should have. So all the more reason to have a good appellate lawyer preparing the brief and presenting the issues as succinctly as they can, so that we can really just hone in on what the issues are and the law that applies to those particular issues.